S26 Ultra is getting some good updates this year from the new cameras and some surprising internals. But if you can't wait, S25 Ultra is on a discount which you can avail from a prior listed in this video. Now Samsung is always ahead with the S lineup, and initially we know Samsung is going with the Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation with the S26 Ultra, and maybe Exynos return on other models. Now we got an exclusive information about the RAM option. According to Ice Universe, Samsung will going to feature a LPDDR5X RAM with a 10.7 gigabit per second speed. Sounds familiar? Well, LPDDR5X is the same used in the S25 Ultra, but let me break things down for you. Samsung get the RAM from Micron, and S26 Ultra will going to feature a newer version of LPDDR5X. According to Micron, this is the fastest RAM in the industry. And while if we compare S26 Ultra and S25 Ultra RAM, there is still a difference. S25 Ultra feature a 9.6 gigabit per second speed compared to 10.7 gigabit per second for S26 Ultra. And S26 Ultra RAM is 20% more power efficient compared to S25 Ultra. Even this RAM size is smaller compared to the S25 Ultra. So overall, it's faster, power efficient, and even smaller in size compared to the S25 Ultra RAM. A real update, not just a gimmick. Although in a real-world usage, you would barely notice a difference. Now, some of you guys might be thinking about increasing the RAM option. Yes, I believe Samsung will going to add 16 gigs of RAM option in S26 Ultra. The foldable has it this year, so S26 Ultra will surely get the 16 gigs of RAM option next year. And pairing up with the updated speed would be a really good update. A difference yet not noticeable in real life. And if you are for S25 Ultra, it is on a big discount which you can avail from a prior listed in this video. Samsung is going to change the S lineup entirely, and S26 Plus will going to change with the S26 Edge, and S26 base model will going to change with the S26 Pro. The S26 Edge battery size was out earlier, as according to Ice Universe, we will going to see a 4200 mAh battery in S26 Edge. Way smaller compared to the S25 Plus, but bigger compared to the S25 Edge 3900. Even it is getting thinner compared to the S25 Edge. Now, let's see the camera update of the S26 Edge. Samsung is doing small yet meaningful updates over the years, where S25 Ultra got a new design and S26 Ultra will get a better display. But what about the cameras of S26 Ultra? We had high hopes for the S26 Ultra, but now things are confirmed and more clear. According to Ice Universe, S26 Ultra will going to feature a HP2 plus f1.4 aperture. That means the 200 megapixel sensor will remain the same, but the aperture will get better on S26 Ultra. As S25 Ultra has f1.7 aperture, this means we are going to see a better low light performance on S26 Ultra compared to the S25 Ultra. Now f1.4 is not good for the daylight shots, and some sources do suggest we may see a dual aperture with the S26 Ultra, just like the Galaxy S10. We were hoping if we could see a variable aperture in the S26 Ultra, but at least for now, things are not confirmed. Either way, low light performance would be really good on S26 Ultra. According to the sources, the 3x10 megapixel will be changed to 3x12 megapixel. Now we don't know how much it's improved compared to the previous one, but at least an update compared to the previous generation. And that increased aperture will be extremely important for the 200 megapixel sensor. And if you're thinking about the 50 megapixel 5x, yes, the megapixels will remain the same. On this note, if you're still here, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.